Something wild just happened. Almost no one noticed. Canada made deal with China. Now Canadians can buy Chinese electric cars Americans can't touch. US response? Problematic. Here's what changed everything. Canada's policy reversal. 2024, Canada mirrors United States. 100% surtax on Chinese EVs. Building trade wall. Keeping Chinese cars out. Then 2026, everything changed. Canada quietly rewound to MFN tariffs. Most favored nation status. But added hard quota system. Number matters. Approximately 49,000 EVs per year. That number suspiciously specific. Almost exactly how many China-built EVs Canada already imported in 2023. Makes move feel intentional, not reckless. Canada didn't open floodgates. Created controlled pipeline. Washington furious. Called move problematic. US officials scrambling. Watching crack form in their tariff wall. But here's twist nobody saw coming. The Tesla loophole. Chinese EV doesn't mean what you think. China-built EV not same as Chinese brand. Tesla's Shanghai factory already exports heavily to Canada. 44,000 plus vehicles entered via Port of Vancouver in 2023. Quota looks suspiciously sized to allow this flow continuing. So Canada's opening to China might actually be opening to Tesla. Elon Musk probably thrilled. American company building cars in China, selling to Canada without 100% tariff, while American-made Teslas face no barriers. Genius workaround or policy loophole? Either way, it's happening. How approval works. Canada's real gate. CMV is compliance. Canadian Motor Vehicle Safety Standards. Not brand origin. Not country of manufacture. Standards compliance. Manufacturers must certify vehicles. Apply National Safety Mark. Appendix G provides fast-track approval for commercial imports. Typical approval window. 6 to 8 weeks once paperwork clean. So any Chinese manufacturer meeting Canadian safety standards can apply. BYD, NIO, Xpeng, Zeekr, all eligible, as long as they pass crash tests, meet emission standards, have proper documentation. Process isn't mysterious, it's bureaucratic. Fill forms, submit test data, wait for approval, then you're in. The incentive trap. But here's where Canada got sneaky. 2026, Canada reintroduces EV incentives. Sounds good for Chinese cars, right? Wrong. Eligibility limited to Canada-built or FEA imported EVs. Free trade agreement partners. China-built EVs can enter, but usually without rebates. So BYD enters Canadian market, passes safety standards, gets approved. But Canadian buyer gets zero government incentive. Meanwhile, Tesla built in Fremont, California, full rebate. Hyundai built in Alabama, full rebate. Chinese EV built in Shanghai, you're on your own. Result, cheaper sticker prices must carry entire sale. No government help, just raw value proposition. Can Chinese manufacturers compete on price alone? About to find out. Zeekr 001, the value disruptor. First up, Zeekr 001. Shooting brake design. Luxury wagon meeting supercar performance. Base model 777 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Range 641 miles on single charge. That's Toronto to Detroit and back. Price in China $37,500 USD. Compare base Tesla Model 3 costs more in America. Gets cloth seats and basic features. Zeekr Doro 1 gets automatic doors. 15-inch OLED screen that swivels. 28-speaker Yamaha sound system. Augmented reality heads-up display painting navigation arrows directly onto road. Charges 10% to 80% in 11.5 minutes. 800-volt architecture. Cannot take bathroom break fast enough before car ready again. Frameless doors swing open automatically. Close with tap of brake pedal. Makes opening own door feel like manual labor. This is family wagon with supercar heart. Would you trade your SUV for shooting brake wagon? Avatar 12 the windowless wonder. This car has no back window. Not small, not tinted. Just metal where windows should be. China deleted rear window. Replaced with cameras. You look at screen inside showing live video. Like driving spaceship. Front super smooth with thin LED strips. Coolest part, halo display under windshield. Actually screen that can show messages to pedestrians. Can display emojis. Your car can smile at people. In China, this normal. Side mirrors gone. Replaced with tiny cameras. Reduces wind noise. Makes you look like time traveler. Without rear glass, back looks like escape pod with pop-up spoiler. Huawei technology. Dual motors making 578 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. 430 miles range. Inside, 35.4-inch screen stretching across entire width. Zero gravity seats recline into sleeping position. More comfortable than bed. Glass roof electrochromic. Press button turns dark instantly. instantly. Safety tech scans road in real time with lasers. Avoids construction. Dodges pedestrians. Handles city traffic without touching wheel. System sees obstacles 600 meters away in complete darkness. Practically refuses to let you crash. Price in China, $42,000. Tesla Model 3 costs that much in America. Getting science fiction features for normal car money. Would you drive car with no rear window? BYD Yangwang U7, the land missile. This is land missile, 1300 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Lowest drag coefficient of any production sedan. Cuts through air cleaner than bullet. BYD flexing on everyone. Front terrifying with huge C-shaped LED headlights. Over 17 feet long. Bigger than Tesla Model S. Air channels behind front wheels, real carbon fiber, keeping it glued to road. Magic E4 platform. 4 motors, 1 for each wheel. Means luxury sedan can do tank turn. Spin 360 degrees in place. If tire blows at 75 mph, computer adjusts other wheels 1,000 times per second. Keeps you straight. Inside looks like fighter jet mixed with Bentley. Red leather everywhere. Real carbon fiber. Wall of screens. 4-seater with rear passengers getting tablets. Control air conditioning. Music. Massage seats. Rear seats aren't cramped like most sports sedans. Actually spacious with real legroom. Center console runs all way to back like luxury lounge. BYD started as battery company, now making cars embarrassing German engineering. U7 proves China isn't just copying anymore, innovating, setting new standards. American car companies still arguing whether electric cars are future, while China already dominating that future, getting left behind protecting companies refusing to change. Price, $90,000 to $100,000 in China. Lucid Air Sapphire, $250,000. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT, $230,000. This has more power for less than half. China builds better stuff for less money. Maestro S800, the Rolls-Royce killer. This isn't competing with Tesla, trying to kill Rolls-Royce Phantom. Jack and Huawei project built to terrify Mercedes and Bentley. 5.48 meters long, nearly 18 feet, makes long Mercedes S-Class look like hatchback. China saying, "We run ultra-luxury now." Grille has vertical waterfall lines. Lights have thousands of tiny LEDs shimmering like diamonds. Looks like trapped galaxy. When unlock, performs light show like night sky. Paint two-tone purple and silver. Classic billionaire colors. Wheels solid chrome pie plates. Door handles have starry touch sensors lighting up when hand gets close. Power comes from dual motor setup, like V12 but silent. Expected to launch with level 3 self-driving. Can take hands off legally. Read while it handles traffic. Swerves faster than humans in emergencies. Inside, rumors say real silk carpets. Animated starry sky roof with shooting stars. Powered by Huawei Harmony OS 4. Phone and Car One system. Video calls transfer automatically. Rear seats have legroom so vast couldn't kick front seats if tried. This where you sign deals, not tickets. Presence of this car intimidating. If see this in rear view mirror, don't just move over. You apologize. Fact that Huawei, tech company, partnered with Jack to build this shows how China combines technology and manufacturing perfectly. American companies still working in silos, while China brings everyone together building something incredible. This car represents everything China learned from watching luxury cars for decades, then improving on every single detail. Price, $140,000 to $200,000. Rolls-Royce Ghost starts at $350,000. Phantom $500,000. This offers same luxury with better tech for half price. Gap between America and China gone. China won. Why America is furious 14-2015-40. United States has 100% tariff wall on Chinese EVs. Complete blockade, no exceptions. Canada's move looks like crack in that perimeter. US officials calling it problematic. Official rationale, connected vehicle data concerns. Chinese EVs collecting data on North American infrastructure. Driving patterns, user behavior, feeding information back to Chinese servers. Security risk, privacy nightmare. That's official story. Real story? American automakers terrified. Detroit watching Chinese EVs offer twice the features at half the price. If American consumers see what Canadians can buy, they'll demand same access. Ford, GM, Stellantis all lobbying hard. Keep Chinese competition out. Protect market share. But protection only works if wall holds. Canada just created gap, and American car buyers watching through fence, seeing neighbors drive cars they can't have, at prices they can't access. Fury building. Canada open door. but kept guardrails. Quota limits volume. Incentive restrictions limit appeal. Chinese EVs can enter, but face uphill battle. No government rebates, no financial assistance, just raw value proposition. Can Chinese manufacturers compete on merit alone? Early signs say yes. These aren't cheap knockoffs anymore. These are premium vehicles with cutting-edge technology at prices that make Western manufacturers look greedy. Question isn't whether Chinese EVs are good enough. Question is, how long can America keep them out? If you're Canadian, would you buy China-built EV without rebates? If you're American, should these cars be allowed? Comment below. Want to know what you think? If this changed how you see Chinese automotive industry, smash that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because this is just beginning. Thanks for watching. See you in next one.